If you're looking for a quick way to improve the clarity of how you sound in online games or stream, but not sure where to start, then I just might have a few candidates here today that are very easy to use, delivers great value, and will not eat up a big chunk of your savings. Hi, what's up everybody? I'm Edward. In today's video, I'll be presenting 5 great sounding USB plug-and-play microphones that I have tried and used and do not require any additional hardware or much audio knowledge to sound good. And as we go over the features of each of these microphones, I'll be recording the audio of that section with the same microphone so you can decide if you like what you hear. So hit that subscribe button if you're new to this channel, and let's check out 5 great sounding and great value starter mics. Starting off today's video in no particular order, we have the Maono PM471 USB condenser microphone starter bundle. Costing at $40, the PM471 is the only top address USB microphone in today's video, meaning that you face the top of the microphone towards your voice. But because it also uses the same 14mm diaphragm as the other Maono side address microphones today, there isn't any real advantage here in terms of higher frequency response or pickup pattern consistency other than aesthetics. And talking about aesthetics, the PM471 is also the only tabletop microphone today that does not have any RGB, but still retains a professional appearance, if that is something you prefer. For $40, you will be getting a pop filter, a shock mount, a metal tripod, and a USB A to C cable that measures at 1.5 meters long and comes with a choke to eliminate unwanted enemies. The body and shock mount is made from matte black plastic, while the grill, tripod stand, and pop filter is metal. The metal tripod is also removable, so you can use a 5/8 to 3/8 of an inch adapter to mount it onto a boom arm. As for compatibility, the PM471 works with PCs, consoles, mobile phones, and tablets that have a USB-C port. As for the pickup pattern, the Maono PM471 has a cardioid pickup pattern and can capture your voice clearly up to 2 feet away. But I recommended placing it no more than a foot away so that it will not pick up too much environmental noise. There's also a mic gain adjustment knob and a 3.5mm jack for live feedback, so you can adjust the gain and positioning as you record. Compared to other Maono microphones today, the PM471 has a slightly boosted treble around the 5K to 10K range, making recordings sound slightly brighter with more sparkle, which also makes this microphone great if you also want to use it for non-professional musical instrument recordings. Now, if like me, you like your mics to glow with colors or prefer something that is smaller that is easier to bring around with you, Maono's PM461 is a side address USB condenser microphone that comes with built-in RGB. Although the RGB is constantly on a color cycling effect and cannot be customized or turned off. At only $36, the PM461 has a side-facing cardioid pickup pattern that sounds very clear out of the box. The basic set comes with a metal screw-on tripod, a 1.5 meters long USB A to B cable that comes with a choke, and the microphone itself. For $4 additional, you can also choose to pick up the bundle that comes with a metal pop filter and a shock mount, which is the one I would recommend for starters, because otherwise this microphone will tend to pick up all sorts of table vibrations in your recordings. But if you just need a mic that is small and portable, then the $36 version should be just fine enough for basic use. As for the microphone itself, there is a gain adjustment knob but lacks a live feedback 3.5mm port, and it was tested to work with the PC, PlayStation 4 and 5, and the Nintendo Switch. As for the PM461's sound profile, I find that of all the Maono microphones today, this one sounds the fullest with the widest bass response while not impacting the clarity. Now, for a little bit more at $48, you can pick up Fiffine's Ampligame A8, which not only looks great, but also sounds almost as good as professional studio microphones from reputable brands. The Ampligame A8 is another excellent microphone that I enjoyed using a lot while I was reviewing it, which you can check out the details in the full review, which I'll link in the description below. Also being a side address microphone, the Fifine Ampligame A8 has a cardioid pickup pattern and comes with a shock mount, removable pop filter, an adapter for mounting onto a boom arm, and a USB A to C cable that measures at 2 meters long. The A8 also has a gain adjustment knob located in the back, along with 2 capacitive touch buttons, one to mute your mic and another to cycle through the 4 built-in RGB effects or turn it off. As for its sound signature, the Ampligame A8 sounds the brightest and most airy in today's bunch of microphones with a very good frequency response pickup. I noticed that the mids and trebles are slightly more emphasized when using the A8, but like the PM471, it lacks a little bit in the bass department. So if you want to sound boomy in your streams and audio, you might want to consider another module. Now, recently added to Maono's lineup of microphones, the DM30 is one very aesthetically pleasing and very sturdy microphone that comes fully constructed in metal. And the best part is, it is only priced at $50 considering the materials used, and it does occasionally go on sale for as low as $40. The DM30 comes pre-assembled with a matching color USB-C to C cable with an attached USB-C to A adapter that measures at 1.6 meters long. There's also a multi-function adjustment knob on the front that can be used to mute the mic and control both the microphone gain and the volume of the headset that you plug in via the 3.5mm jack underneath. There's also a RGB ring underneath that is quite vibrant and does get a little warm if you leave it plugged in for extended periods, which may or may not impact its longevity. And because of the design and the metal construction, the DM30 microphone sits very steady on your desk, and the little rubber ring is there to help dampen and prevent table vibrations from getting into your recordings, so you could use it without a shock mount. And aside from these features, the DM30 can be further customized by using Maono's PC app Maono Link, such as adjusting the EQ for the tone of your voice and changing the RGB colors. As for the sound signature of the DM30, the out-of-box setting has a boosted bass and mids, giving your voice a more deep and powerful tone. But if you do not like that setting, you can adjust or select from an EQ preset by using the Maono Link app. I personally prefer the natural tone setting more, as I find that it sounds a little bit less nasally, but that's just me. And it's also good to know that the option is there for those who want to tweak how they sound. Now, if you don't like the idea of having a mic between you and your keyboard or your screen, or having something floating around in your peripheral vision, then going wireless could be the solution. However, most wireless microphones, including the ones that come with a gaming headset, do not sound as good as the mics demoed today, except this one. Although choosing this option will not be the most budget friendly, but I can guarantee you that for $140, it will sound as good as a wired mic and almost as good as a studio microphone, with the added benefit of having the best background rejection of all the microphones today. The Antlion ModMic Wireless comes with a carrying case, USB-A dongle that works with PC, PS4 and PS5 and the Nintendo Switch, a micro USB cable for charging, and some magnetic base mounts for attaching to your headset. Weighing at only 26 grams, the ModMic Wireless has both omnidirectional and cardioid pickup patterns that also has an exceptional background noise rejection, which you can check out the demo I did with loud music playing in the background in the full video review that I'll link below. Anyways, the ModMic Wireless has a 12 hours battery life and can be used while charging if it runs out of battery. And during my time reviewing the ModMic Wireless, there was no delay or interference thanks to its blazing fast 34 milliseconds latency. It also works with game consoles except for Xbox, but unfortunately also doesn't work with mobile devices. As for the sound signature of the ModMic Wireless, it also has a slightly boosted bass but still retains your natural voice. And if the $140 price tag is a bit too steep, there's also a wired USB version which also sounds as great but costs only $85. Okay, now that we've gone over each of these 5 good starting options, I hope that you have an idea of how each of these mics will sound for you. For my preferences, I personally prefer how I sound on the Maono PM461 and the ModMic Wireless the most. Though, in terms of quality and aesthetics, the DM30 looks the best and is the most durable. But on the other hand, the ModMic Wireless noise rejection is one of the best microphones I've ever used. I don't know, it's quite hard to pick and recommend a favorite. So I guess I'll recommend picking one that fits your budget and the looks of your setup. And if needed, use software to EQ your mics to your liking. So which one do you think you'll be picking up? Let me know in the comments below. Alright, hope you guys find today's video helpful, and thank you as always for watching. If you enjoyed it, please hit that like button as it will help this channel a lot more than you know it, and I'll see you again in the next video. Ciao!